Welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Friday Checkout. I am your host, Brian Fish, and I am here with our executive producer, Tyler Alexander, and we are coming to you from Athens, Greece. And when I say that I'm here with Tyler, I'm literally here with Tyler because for the first time in a while, he's literally right here next to me. So we'll talk more about what fun we will be having this week, which our adventures have already started.
Very true.
We should have started 1 hour ago, but I had to have a Diet Coke.
I also got a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
So it asked me to pronounce this.
Yeah, I don't even... Oh, that's the name.
Yeah.
I just realized that's the name, like, at home. It says, like, Ted or whatever. But it's Coca-Cola Light here. It is available in Greece. It has the cool little top that you can open and it doesn't come off. It's lovely.
So I've been ripping mine off thinking that it was just a manufacturing issue.
No. It's
a bad factory.
No. They just have a little bit of engineering.
Smart factory, yeah.
We spent an hour looking for this because we first went to a bodega and they told us they don't take credit cards. So then we went to like 3 more places. And then Tyler had the brilliant idea. Brian, why don't we just get euros because we'll need them?
We'll probably need it, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to an ATM, got some euros, went back, got the Diet Coke, some ice cream. I got the ice cream, he didn't. So we've had a busy week. Tuesday, we got to sit down with Scott Clary, and his episode will be rolling on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. And it'll be a 2-parter?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 2-part. The conversation was really long, but there were so many good bites that I can't really condense it down to just one.
Well, he's fantastic, and I love that we got started and we started talking and then realized, we're not recording. So we hit the record button. And
yeah, I think the whole conversation was roughly around 3 hours.
Yeah, the whole entire.
And the funny thing was, it was like I was trying to write down like what parts to go ahead and within a conversation like a podcast, your highlights, but highlights kept on appearing. They kept on coming down and down the stem. So I was like, this is definitely going to need to be a 2-parter.
Yeah, it was a good way to kind of cap the week because it was that day I had to run to the airport.
Yeah.
So I got done, threw my one night's worth of clothes in a suitcase, headed to Houston, picked up some supplies for the trip that we're on now, and then came back to Phoenix to stay one night and then hopped on a plane. I almost started singing Party in the USA. I was hopped on a plane at LAX. I did not have a dream nor a cardigan, but 7 o'clock, I think, in the morning, the following day.
Yeah, you had a pretty tight schedule.
Yeah.
This has been the next 48 hours after that, too?
Yeah, I don't know how your travel went well last night, but I fell asleep as soon as I sat down in Atlanta.
How long is it from Atlanta?
I want to say it was 9 hours and 50 minutes.
That's roughly around the same, yeah. So I flew out of Newark. I had an open seat next to me, which was great. That's very rare, too, on a packed flight. I think they said the flight was full. And I went to the bathroom. Whoever's using the back bathroom was taking their sweet time. So I just walked all the way up to, the next economy grade. And it was a line, but it was taking a lot quicker than the other person was. And I did not see a single empty seat. And I think I may have had the only empty seat on the plane.
Yeah.
Right next to me.
Hotel check-in was good.
Hotel check-in's good.
Hotel's nice.
Hotel's nice. I like it. Athens,
I do want to check out that pool tonight.
Yeah, they have a really nice infinity pool. The bar is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And a matcha latte, which I know just from working in the service industry beforehand, while you're doing your prep and getting your bar set up, the last thing you want to see is the first guest of the day walk in and be like, I want an iced matcha latte.
Yeah, so we're here this week. We have a trip with Destination by Reliance, and we are departing on Sunday, but our group arrives tomorrow afternoon, and we will be checking out all the sites here in Athens and then doing the same on Sunday morning, and then departing out on the ship out of I believe it's pronounced Piraeus port.
Yeah, you can definitely say it better than me.
Yeah. I think it's only because I've been talking to people.
Every single word that I'm trying to pronounce. I think I got Athens down, and I don't think that's the hard one.
I would hope so. Although it was funny whenever, as this trip was being planned, you had to make sure when you were searching for things in Athens, Greece, that you weren't actually getting a search result for Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
So we go out on Sunday. We're going to spend the rest of today getting prepared, and then tomorrow morning, you have to scout out some photo sites.
Yeah, I'm going to do a little quick walk around. Athens is beautiful. This is one of the first cities that I've come to that I didn't do as much research on the city and go on social media and online as I normally do. And I'm happy I did it. It was a very pleasant surprise, and I definitely get the hype around this place. It's beautiful, super walkable, so much life everywhere, as with most larger European cities, but it's definitely a nice change of pace right now, too. It's just hot as hell in New York, and everyone is avoiding outside.
Although, let's not sugarcoat it. In our hour search for Diet Coke, it was a little steamy outside.
It was a little hot, but
it's also the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was prime time. What time is it when we were looking around? It was roughly around 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So the peak of heat.
Yeah, the sun will start to go down soon, and it should be much nicer. The one thing I am looking forward to seeing is the Acropolis.
Yes.
Which, if I have any old educators of mine listening, they'll be very upset to know that I didn't realize the Parthenon was on the Acropolis. I thought these were two different places until I was informed yesterday that I was incorrect.
Yeah, it's very surreal. It's that's why I do the few times I have been over to Europe, seeing some of the history and especially this. Too.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the most dated pieces of history and relics and stuff too that still are kind of standing a little bit. You
mentioned last week you've never been on a cruise before.
Never been on a cruise.
Your parents are big cruisers.
My parents do love cruises. I was just kind of chatting up with them and stuff like that. I kind of didn't realize how big they are into cruising. They've gone on a bunch and stuff like that too over a elongated course of time too. They don't go they're not cruisers that go every couple months.
Yeah.
But they do enjoy a good cruise. But I'm excited for this one. You hyped it up for sure.
Well,
the ones that you've been on.
I love it.
I love a good casino. I don't have hardly any tattoos, but
you might.
I might come back with a few. A casino and a tattoo parlor next to each other. If you're lucky, your skin is not so lucky. Yeah, that it seems like the nightclub's gonna be good. You said the food was amazing too.
The food's amazing. They have this place called Lickyu Till Ice Cream.
Okay.
Play on words a little bit. Ice cream's fantastic. The hazelnut, it's delicious. They have great pizza. They even have a place if you're away from New York. If you're missing a hot dog, you can even get a hot dog.
I'm excited. See, I'm a huge foodie. Anywhere I go, I always research the cuisine and stuff like that. That's one thing I'm really excited about. I want to get a really good street gyro here.
Well, the good news is, just to clear this up for everyone that is listening, this is a work trip. We're actually working this trip, so it's not this.
It's not going to be.
We don't have a ton of leisure time to go and do this, so which is good for our wallets.
It's honestly, could be bad.
Right.
It's more than likely good though. The odds are stacked against you, so
yeah. But if we are going to come work, at least we get to work.
We'll get a few slot spins.
Yeah, at least we get to have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. So, so that's coming up within the next 48 hours, which will be amazing.
So we have between the islands, we have Rhodes, Santorini, Mykonos.
Well, Mykonos. So how are you going to prepare for Mykonos? Because you're the media part of this team.
Yeah.
And this client's staying up all night. They've had a celebration.
I really hope that I can find a Celsius energy drink. I don't know if they have them over here, because that is the only type of energy drink that I can consume that still gets me a little bit of a buzz.
Yeah.
I'll be okay though. I feel like if I'm on an island in Greece, it's kind of hard to sleep anyways.
True.
So We'll be okay. It's going to be, my eyes are definitely.
And when will we be back in Mykonos next?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more worried about me, I think. I require sleep. Yeah. So this should be interesting.
We'll see.
But you live once, right?
Live once.
I think that's going to be the fun thing part, because we help the people on the trip post on their social media.
Yeah.
So I feel like that will be an interesting thing. We're going to know the first day, I think, which individuals will have the most difficulty with.
Yeah, and I think that is the nice thing about the package that we do offer, though, is no matter what level of skill you have in video, film, photography, even just with your phone, it really doesn't matter.
No.
We kind of get it done for you. And like being able to tap out from your phone is a great thing, but then you realize you've just spent all this money and you're trying to capture the memories, and it's kind of it's a bittersweet thing, because you want to be off your phone, but you feel like you need to document the entire thing.
Right. And keep telling everybody back home, this is what I'm doing.
This is what I'm doing. I mean, you have to kind of. I mean, it's beautiful out here.
Right.
But having like a team to kind of help document that, I think is a really nice touch.
When you are creating content, the mentality is very different than what you're describing in terms of just getting too into it and you're like posting stuff and taking photos, because they're going to post everything. Typically, they want to post it right away, right?
Yeah.
Whereas 90% of what I would post, and a lot of the people we work with post, it's delayed a couple days.
100%. You can kind of get really unique content too. Like if you have someone who has kind of an eye and has an understanding of how to piece together this content and whatever. So like for our client and our guest who's going to be joining us for a special occasion, it's going to be cool to kind of pick her brains to see what she really wants. If she has any like inspirations or like any videos she's seen online that like she wants to have something filmed specifically like that.
Breaking news here. I don't know why I thought of asking this question when we were doing some of the back and forth, but I was like, oh, are any of these individuals on the trip wanting to do any of these TikTok trends?
Okay.
Did I
get one?
Well, this is so embarrassing. And I can't believe I'll publicly admit this, but I think, especially if you know me, you know it's almost no surprise. My only example at the moment was do they want to do the Sabrina Carpenter man-child line dance video that's popular? And the client answered yes. I don't know if it's specifically that thing.
Well, I guess we'll see when we get there too. Who knows what backdrop it will be, but
I don't know what the backdrop will be, and I don't know who knows the dance moves, because it's certainly not me. But
unfortunately, it's not me either. So they're going to have to teach us. But the best part about that is they can teach each other, and we can document the whole
thing.
Which is probably even better than the actual.
We can just watch from afar as we are filming it. No, but I did post something right away this week.
Yeah.
Did you see?
I did actually too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little car skit.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a funny little clip.
It was not a skit. That was a true story.
That was a true story.
I get to Houston. There's not a car to be had except for this one vehicle. Literally this entire floor, nothing. Yeah. Just one. This is where people really should think about how to use their words. Because as I walk up to the person that's telling you where to go, she looks at me with a straight face, and she looks at my paperwork and says, okay, well, it looks here based on your reservation, sir, you can pick anything that's available.
Nice.
And I laughed a little bit, and she's like, oh, is there a problem? And I was like, and I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, I'm just going to let it go. I could have said something snarky, which I would have loved to have done, but I realized she was totally serious. But I'm looking around thinking, you have one vehicle. What options do I have?
You get the red pill or the blue pill. There's no other choice.
Right?
Blue pill as you walk.
Right? So I get in this car. I can kind of smell that it smells like smoke, but not so bad that I wasn't going to not
good old pack of Marlboro 27s.
Right. I felt though, I'm I have no option to go back. What else are they going to give me?
Yeah.
I don't think any of the employees are going to offer up their vehicles.
Or their cigarettes.
Or their cigarettes, for that matter. But, as I'm standing in line to check out at the car place, I think to myself, like, this kind of makes me want to smoke. And I got thinking about it. It's like you see those people that are like, I only smoke when I drink.
Yeah.
When I go to a bar, which, can you still smoke in bars?
There are actually, there's a place in Virginia. I don't know if it was, I don't know if you've ever heard of a Hard Times Cafe. It was a chain.
I have not, but with the title Hard Times Cafe, I would love to go.
Fitting. So it was right next to where I went to college. I went to college at George Mason University in Fairfax, and it's a very I don't want to say tidy town, but there's just not much going on over there. All the government buildings are over there.
Okay.
So there's
oh, that's right, because it's right outside of Washington.
Yeah, there's not even, just more so for the state and the county and stuff.
Okay.
But there's just a high police presence over there and stuff too. And then they have this one little bar, and you go in there, and there's just a cloud when you walk in, and it looks like you are in a completely different universe and town. And everyone's it's just cut off shirts, there's leather jackets, there's heavy metal music playing, pool tables, beer spills everywhere. It smells like a Thai bar.
They are living their best life.
Then you walk outside, and it's just there's a judge getting in his car, and I'm like, it's real easy to once you get out of the cell, I guess, just walk across the street. But I miss that place kind of. It was I was never a smoker. I think I probably could count on both hands how many cigarettes I've smoked in my life.
I've never smoked.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's that's why I said it wasn't really a skit, because I'm thinking to myself, this has happened multiple times to me where I get in a car, and by the time I get to my destination, I'm like, I kind of want to try it.
Yeah.
But I won't. I say that, but I have this aversion to smoking anything.
You think Big Tobacco's at it now? This is their new branding.
It's a new scent.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think there's only one place you can smoke on the Virgin Voyages cruise, so I don't think we're going to be doing any smoking.
That's fine. I'm all good with that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's the few times I have smoked a cigarette, you feel great when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of just a peace of mind, release.
Well, Tyler, like most things in life that you probably shouldn't do,
they feel great in the moment.
They feel great in the moment. They are not great when
But yeah, the smell too. The smell, I really am just. It's such a disgusting smell. And I think I never got into vaping either. I was just surprised because I would say 9 out of 10 people my age, the Gen Z, millennial,
everybody's gotten a vape with them.
Everyone, people who don't even smoke cigarettes got into vaping, and it's a trip to me because I guess it's just a ADHD thing. I think for most people now that I think about it,
instead of having a spinner thing to play with, now they're vaping.
Now and the nicotine on top of that is just never a combo. And
I definitely don't cut this out that I'm about to say. Yeah. So it does make it that statement there reminds me a couple of years ago we had to update an employment policy about smoking while on duty.
Okay.
Because someone was vaping in their office.
Oh man.
And the response that we got at the time when the person was disciplined was, the policy doesn't say that I can't vape. Which I had guests make this claim before about, well, I'm not smoking, I'm vaping. And it's and I would tell guests, well, as far as we are concerned, smoking we would define as anything in some sort of cloud fashion.
Enters your lungs and heads out of your lungs without it being carbon dioxide.
But again, if you open your mouth and a burst of smoke or anything comes out, you can't do that. So we had to literally go through and update our employment policies that vaping, including electronic cigarettes and something else. If you are going to smoke, please, people, do not smoke in a rental car, because I don't want to get in it and smell it.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me. It's like when people smoke in a hotel room. It's why?
Yeah.
Just don't.
My thing too, it's just to bring it back on the smoking subject, I guess.
I know we really love smoking.
Yeah. This is a crazy Friday episode.
2 non-smokers
talking about smoking.
Very much on the smoking.
But smoking indoors with the doors closed.
Oh.
With the windows closed. That is just something I have never. Now, marijuana, I guess, is a different subject, but cigarettes and tobacco.
Marijuana is not a different subject.
I don't know.
I can't. The stench is disgusting.
I feel like it's more common to see people smoking inside with marijuana and people being okay with it. I think widely, the overall census of smoking inside with marijuana is more accepted than smoking with tobacco.
Yeah. I refuse to say it's accepted because I am one of the people that just cannot stand the smell. Like, the smell just immediately puts me in a bad mood as soon as I smell it. However, I will say, working in the hotel business, when I would have a guest smoke marijuana in a room versus cigarette smokes, I would much rather deal with the marijuana because we could get rid of the smell a lot faster. Whereas the tobacco smoke,
the guest might be leaving a little bit slower, but
I mean, and there is a thing to say the guest that would smoke the pot in their room typically was a little more mellow.
Yeah.
But I think it might have been the drugs.
And it was definitely like sorry about that. Let me take 20 minutes to get my stuff together. And 20 turns into 30, 40 minutes.
It is actually true. They were typically relatively easier to keep out.
I mean, I don't know anyone who's ever smoked a joint and wanted to start a confrontation.
Well, next week we got Scott Clary dropping on Tuesday.
Yep.
And that's going to be part one. So
part one,
dropping on Tuesday. We will be back again for another Friday checkout.
Correct.
God knows where we're filming that.
Yeah, we could be on an island. We could be on a boat.
Or both.
Both. Maybe one of us will be on the boat. Maybe one of
us will be on the boat. One of us will be. Yeah. Or it could be the middle of the night in Mykonos.
We could be live from the casino.
You know what? That is a great idea. If I could have...
Don't quote it, but...
If I could have all of the Jack... which they did give me a Jack and Coke on the last cruise I was on by accident. I took a huge drink of it, and I thought I was going to spew it out. But if they could keep the Captain Morgan and Diet Coke going in the casino, this could be a very interesting podcast next Friday.
Fridays is just unfiltered.
You never know what's going to happen on Fridays. So,
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, you ready to go explore Athens?
Yeah, it's gonna be a trip.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost out of Diet Coke, so our first stop is going to be at the corner bodega.
I know, we have Euro.
I know. The shot's not wide enough for the bottle to be featured. So if Coca-Cola is listening, we would love it if Diet Coke would sponsor us.
There won't be a single Friday episode without a bottle of or can.
There will not. Yeah.
No. Diet Coke.
I will take Diet Coke everywhere with me if I have to.
And I think that sponsorship is bound to happen in the future at one point.
Yeah.
Whether it's a personal brand sponsorship or affiliated with this podcast.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen.
So be sure to tune in on Tuesday, 9 a.m. Eastern for Scott Clary Part 1. And then we will be back with you again next Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern for the Friday checkout, which will drop on time next week just because we won't be in the air the day before. So perfect. Well, everybody have a great weekend, and we will catch you next week.
All right. See you guys.
This episode of the Friday Checkout is a production of RH Media Productions, hosted by Brian Fish, executive producer Tyler Alexander, marketing support provided by Sunny Tembler. Thanks for checking out with us. Be sure to follow the Check-In with Brian wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss our next episode coming next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Reliance Hospitality Global Incorporated or any of its affiliates, partners, or subsidiaries. All content is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be interpreted as professional or legal advice.